Good morning. I'm Colleen from Lavender Fields. Welcome to beautiful upstate New York. We're actually having a nice day today. New York is one of those states, upstate New York is one of, those states that it's 71 degrees during the day and 35 at night. But we make do. But today I'm out at lunchtime trying to see what I can get done out here. We have kind of been silent for a month or two. Some businesses have done really well with everything going on. They've been very creative with increasing their sales. I have to give some kudos to some of the local restaurants that have been extremely creative and coming up with great menu items like MJ's, We Go Kitchen, Food and Fire in Johnson City, and also friends of ours at C&M Sweets. They've come up with a lot of new things and fun things for kids to do. We've been watching them on Facebook. So they've been doing a great job. Me, on the other hand, kind of withdrawn, not sure, the future uncertainty is a little scary, so I didn't know how to cope with it for a little bit, but getting back on the horse and seeing what we can do. So it is, the beautiful sun's helping because we know it's time to start working in the field. And I know some of our customers know, but the last 2 years have been a rough year for lavender in upstate New York. Last year was because of rain. And we have clay soil, so the lavender doesn't survive in the clay soil. And the year before was because we had a late frost right before Memorial Day. So we had the beautiful sunshine, everything started turning green, and then the week before Memorial Day we decided to just freeze everything, and the lavender did not cope well with that. So today I'm going to show you a plot that we planted last year just to test a new method to see if it helped. And so far they look really good. They're turning green, but I'll show you that in a minute. Other things, we've put on that we're doing curbside and, willing to deliver within so many miles and, whatever we can do. So, and I want to give a shout out to a couple of my supports, just, people that have been out there. They're going through the same thing I am. Kelly, Diana, Katie. And I'm always thinking of Tammy. She's from up the creek. She's been with us from day one, and I know this is probably a real struggle for her. She's put her heart and soul into the business, as many of these local small business owners have, and with uncertain future. But we're all going to try to hang on and see what we can do. And thank you for the community for giving all of us support when you can. I think it's been really great, and I think everyone has tried real hard. So on to the field, and I will show you the lavender that is starting to turn green at the base and how it starts, in case you do have some lavender plants and want to see if they're doing what they're supposed to do. And I will also show you a new project we're going to be working on, hopefully this weekend. I don't know, the weather's not that great, so we'll see. So I will show you right now how our lavender's doing. And just remember, everyone, through this whole thing, people are coping so differently. We all have different coping mechanisms, and we all just need to be patient, understanding, and kind to each other. And I think for the most part, people are doing really good with that. We just need to remember, because I know it seems to be lasting forever. So we just got to keep holding on and being there for each other. So let me show you the field. Okay, so this was something we did last year. Due to our losses throughout the field, we actually created, and I'll step back, we created a very large raised bed that has over 100 plants in it. So I'm going to jump forward a little. I'm trying not to, but I see something that's bothering me. So our project, actually probably for the next week, is going to be putting up 8-foot deer fencing. So, and this is why. I don't know if you see these signs laying here. We have tried to meticulously label the rows, because we have, it's kind of a test plot. We have different kinds of lavender in each row, and it's very helpful to know what it is. But this is what the deer do. They literally just pick up the signs and carry them off somewhere. I have found actually some of these signs way across the field. So I'm hoping when they start to flower, I've gotten pretty good at telling what kinds are what, but hopefully there might be some error there, but hopefully I can figure it out. So right here, if you can see, get a little closer to this one. Happily, we have a lot of the plants, they start turning green at the base. And then it'll spread throughout the plant. and most of the ones in this plot are starting to turn green. Now, some of the hybrid lavenders, like the Phenomenal that we have, they literally start turning, the whole plant will start turning, and they don't always just start at the base. So they're a little different, and they're also usually late starters. So sometimes I get a little nervous with them because they don't start till later in the season, and you're not sure they've made it through. Like this row is our Munset, and I think they're a little late too. This guy's starting just a little. I don't know if you can see it there. He's starting to turn green down there. And then this one is, you know, trying. There's a little tiny green in there, but it's a slow starter. So they all come, the varieties we have, some come at different times. We do have to mow our field, so I'll show you some of our older plants, but it's time to start mowing, so we'll start dealing with that and the weeding. So our project is we put, and I don't know if you can see it real well in the video, we put T-posts around the whole field and read that we could run wires to keep the deer out, and that is a no-go. They literally run right through it. So we have this week, it's the one investment we did make this week, even though we're trying not to spend any money at all right now, but we did buy some what's called critter fencing. I read all the reviews, and now we just got to run it down the driveway. And I don't know if people realize, like, we've got about 300 foot on each side we've got to run fencing on, and then a couple areas in between that we will have to run along. So we've got a pretty good sized field. So this is going to be a lot of work. Most of the T-posts are in. Some need to be driven in the ground a little bit better. But it will be quite the project, but we feel, you know, we keep working so hard in the lavender, and it does say lavender will not eat deer, or deer will not eat lavender, but we have actually had the opposite experience. I mean, they don't, what they will do is with the young plants, they tend to rip them out, just pick them out of the ground and then carry them off. And some of the older plants, they just trim the tops. They don't really damage them too bad, but, you know, because lavender doesn't mind being trimmed, but we would like to stop the nuisance with it. So whatever we can do to try to keep them out of the field. So, and I don't know if everyone sees, we have a huge invasive bamboo patch back there, which we were trying to get rid of, but since we have beehives, they love the invasive bamboo, and it actually produces amazing honey. If anyone's had our dark honey, they know how amazing it is. So we are going to let that crazy bamboo patch keep going. But, you know, thank you for watching, and hopefully everyone's having a beautiful day, and just stay safe and healthy and hang in there. Bye.